mindset going into this one? Last game of a long trip. It's been a good trip. Rested opponent. Like, what's it going to take to finish on a high note tonight?
Yeah, good team. We're going to have to be ready to go. We want to finish the trip right, and looking forward to the challenge.
Do you feel fatigued at the end of a trip like this at all? Like, is it something you have to dip into the reserves tonight, or how do you feel?
Nah, still early in the season. No, we're going to be ready to go for sure. Boys are at a good spot right now. We're playing good hockey, and we're building every game, every shift. And I thought last game against Dallas, I mean, that was probably the toughest opponent to date, and came out of the gates flying. So got to start the same way as last game tonight.
So what role did you play in the OVO NHL clothing line collab there?
No, Drake's just obviously a friend of my dad's and I's, so he asked us to do it, and I'm not going to say no to that guy.
When did that friendship begin?
Yeah, it's been a while for sure.
How is your comfort level when it comes to the modeling side of things?
With or without my teeth? No, it's honestly I've done it enough. It's fine, but I mean, yeah, I'm not going to sign up to be a full-time model anytime soon. That's for sure.
I know when Tavares did the modeling for the Olympic line, those pictures made their way into the group chat. Did any of your teammates highlight it at all or enjoy it?
They enjoyed it. I think they liked it, so that's a good thing, I guess. But no, I can definitely see how it can go the other way for sure.
What are you liking about Tavares and Nylander and the connection they seem to have going early this season?
Yeah, I mean they're both playing great. Obviously, the offensive numbers speak for themselves, but I mean both of them are huge parts of this team. They're playing great hockey, and I mean Willie might be one of the best players in the world right now with the stuff he's doing. He's incredible. I mean the offensive plays he can make, but also I mean defensively, like the way he can steal pucks and pick guys' pockets and stuff. That's something that I didn't realize he was so good at. But yeah, he's very, very impressive, and we're super happy with having him on our side right now and how good he's playing. He's a big part of this team, and he's going to be a big part tonight for sure.
What did you learn about him as a personality, like off the ice, that you that you didn't know before?
He's a really good guy. Like I mean, usually every hockey guy you meet is a pretty good dude. It's not hard to be good, like a good person, but no, Willie's he works very, very hard and loves the game, and I mean he's been here for a long time, and you can just kind of see him coming into his own, obviously, and he's a superstar in this league. So he's playing great hockey, and like I said, just a great guy. So super happy for him.
You've been in a few contract years yourself. Is there anything that stands about how he's dealing with, it's a pretty pressure-packed year for him personally?
Yeah. I mean, I think usually in that situation, it's going to bring out more times than not the best in someone. And I mean, as a high-level athlete, you're expected to perform under those circumstances, and he's certainly doing that and more. So we're super pumped about it, and it's fun to watch every day.
What have you noticed about Samsonov? He was telling us how hard it's been for him the last few days trying to get back on track. What are you sensing from him as he gets into this start tonight?
He looks great. I mean, I think when you have two goalies that can step in like that and play awesome for the team and win you games, it's a good situation to have. And both are great guys. Both are excited to get in the net every night, and I think that's what you want to have.
It's cooking.
Yeah, that was the last thing.
Food was it was great actually. It was really good. He didn't make it, so he can't take any credit for it. But it was good food.
What was on the menu?
It was chicken tikka masala.
Very nice.
Really good.
What's it like? I guess catching up with him. I know you guys go way back.
Yeah, I mean we're still very good friends. Keep in touch all the time. It's always nice to come back here. Come see him and his wife Erin. I had a good time last night.
What sort of emotions or memories start flooding to your mind when you walk into this building?
Yeah, I mean, I was here for a long time. We loved it here. Me and my family. Kids are born here. This will always be kind of a second home. Yeah, it's always nice to be back here.
Philip was saying you should shoot more. Not tonight, but in general. Is that harder when you're playing with Austin and Mitch to use that shot?
No, I think it's probably easier because they give me the puck in good spots. But I think it's right. I gotta get my shot going more.
What is the key to fitting in with those guys?
Yeah, I mean I try to play my game. Try to create some more space for those guys. Try to work hard and get them the puck.
How do you use your shot more? Is it just volume, getting it off, or is there areas of the ice that you're looking at like this is where I can exploit it a bit better?
I think it just starts with if you get a chance to shoot it, you shoot it instead of looking for an extra pass or wherever. Just try to get it to the net more.
What stands out about this city? What do you like about living here?
I liked everything about living here. I mean, it's a small town. It's pretty close to everything. It's a music town. I wasn't really a country fan when I got here, but I kind of became one after a couple of years. It's a great city.
Years from now, I'm not trying to rush you out, but when you retire, do you think you'd move back here and live here?
No, we're going back to Sweden. Yeah.
What stands out about how William has started this season?
Yeah, he's been great so far. He's you guys know he's a hell of a player. He's having a great start of the season. Hopefully, he can continue to play like this the whole season.
They're playing real quick. Skill on the rush. Obviously, Yossi's presence really helps them with that push, but obviously real fast in transition and play with lots of energy throughout their lineup, and strong goaltending as you know and come to expect. But they're going to challenge us on the rush and transition tonight.
What did you remember most about Ryan O'Reilly's time with Toronto, and how disappointed were you that he didn't stick around?
What I remember most is just he's a professional. I mean, just how he goes about his business, and we're fortunate that we have other guys that are like that. But for him to come in and just be himself, he's a confident guy, which he's earned over his time in the league, and he helped us get better as a team. And in terms of his decision that he made, he's earned that. He's earned an opportunity to be a free agent and to be a guy that's in demand and be able to make his own decisions and what's important to him. So, we were lucky to have him. And like I said, he made our group better last year. And I think there's lessons that all of our guys could take through their time spent with him.
What was the message to Minton going back to junior, for him?
Yeah, it's really just that he should be really proud and feel good about what he's done, to earn an opportunity to play in the NHL. And then it's just about his development and what he can take away from the experience now, which, Fraser himself has just got such terrific perspective and maturity about how he handles things, which really, quite frankly, is, in addition to his ability on the ice, is why you gave him the opportunity, because he just felt like he could really handle it with his level of maturity. And I think he's got good perspective on what he takes from the experience. I know he talks about the speed and the strength of the league and the demands of the schedule. So I think those types of things, having experienced that, I think can really help him. I think there's a lot of young players coming up that, feel like they can play in the NHL. And then they get here and they realize there's a lot more that goes into it than just the actual playing on the ice. And for a player like Fraser to have that experience, I think is really valuable and will help him going forward.
Did the experience last year with Mark stepping up give you the sense that he can kind of still handle that? You need him to?
I'm sorry, I missed the
experience with Mark last year when he had to play more minutes.
Oh, Gio.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've never called him Mark, so I I think he's. Listen, this is a very experienced and accomplished defenseman. He's ready for anything that we give him. It's not even a question for us. But Mike Van Ryn will continue to move things around with our defense as he has been doing, even before the injury to McCabe. We'll get Lagesson involved here today, but we have our pairings, that we'll start with. But I think you'll see things move about, and they'll spread out the minutes and all of that. But Gio's been off to a really good start to the season for us, and we don't expect that to change, despite the fact he might have to play a little bit more.
What is the update on McCabe?
We got good news yesterday. It was a positive result in terms of the image, probably best case scenario for us, so not expecting him to miss any sort of significant time. Obviously not going to play here tonight, but we'll see him back before too long.
What is the injury?
It's a groin injury. Yeah.
What do you like the most about the way Giordano started this season? What have you noticed about him coming off? Obviously, it was a tough way the season ended.
Yeah, I think he worked hard all summer long. This guy takes nothing for granted. Like he's working every day. He loves the game, and wasn't happy with how the playoffs went. And I think that pushed him to have a great summer and make some changes in how he prepared. But I think he's just handled the role well and kept things pretty simple. I think if you look at a lot of the things that have caused us some trouble as a team or some of the individuals, at times is trying to do a little bit too much. And Gio just knows who he is and gives you everything that he has on every single shift. And it's a pretty good recipe for success, especially early in the season.